Today's question comes from William in New Mexico. Are there new rules for buying used versus new and lease versus financing in this post-COVID era? My family has been looking for a used car we can pay cash for, like we were taught in Financial Peace University, and we're finding used cars only a few $1,000s less than new. We also learned the insurance companies are asking for additional bridge coverage since the used cars are not as valuable as they're being sold for. Ugh. Help, please.
Ugh. There you go, George.
Okay, so
it's right down your lane.
Well, there's a lot going on here that grinds my gears, Ken.
Oh boy,
not to have a car analogy.
Well, I like what you did there.
But this idea that used cars are only going for a few $1,000s less than new. Yeah, if you're looking at $38,000 used cars.
Thank you very much.
Most people don't need to be driving that. Based on the average income, people need to be looking for $15,000 cars. And let me tell you, there's not 15,000 new cars out there.
But some people need to even be looking at $5,000 to $7,000 cars,
Yes.
George, depending on their situation.
And one of our favorite things to do is go onto the internet and just
What would you
search.
like? Give me something. While you're teaching, I'm going to pull up a sample. What are you looking for?
Well, a car that we recommend here frequently is a Honda. So let's look up a Honda Civic.
All right.
Used.
Let's just see in Nashville area.
Condition.
All right, you keep on teaching. I'm going to do your homework here.
So no, there are no new rules for buying used versus new and lease versus. Our advice still stays the same. Stay away from debt at all costs and save up and pay cash for a reliable used car. No, we don't mean take a briefcase full of dollar bills to the dealership. That's not going to work. But you can take a money order or a cashier's check and go and do that. Now, a lot of dealerships make their money through financing. The margin on cars can be as low as 6%. The margin on financing can be as high as 60%. And so when you walk in there and you tell them, hey, I'd like to pay cash, a lot of the times sometimes they'll say, we're not going to sell it to you at that price because they don't make enough money on the deal. They'll wait for the next guy to walk in who's ready to finance. And so you've got to know exactly what you're walking into. And this means doing all of your research ahead of time, online, knowing the value of the car you're going to buy. And you can tell them, you can wait till the end and say, what's the out-the-door price? That's what you're looking for, is the out-the-door price, because that includes all of the fees. And when you look at those fees, make sure you don't pay anything more than sales tax and a small dock fee. Anything else is highway robbery. They go, oh, that's a mandatory warrant. No, I'm not paying that. And watch what happens when you walk out the door. They'll be chasing you within 3 minutes because they see a guy with a check in hand ready to buy.
All right. So
what do you got for me, Ken?
All right. Thank you, George. This is one of my favorite things to do.
So, Ken, here's the people's objection is, Ken, there's no cars under $15,000. I got to go buy a $38,000 used car.
And I would say that is not true. And I've got the results right here, George. I just did a quick search using Auto Trader in the Franklin, Tennessee area.
Okay.
All right. And I'm going to give you some options here. Okay. First, we've got a used 2008 Honda Civic EX, 129,000 miles, which for a Honda is barely getting started. The car hasn't even woken up yet. The car's
it's still a teenager.
Thank you very much. $7,999.
Wow.
Okay. By the way, it's a nice little blue paint job. It looks fine. All right, let's go up a little bit. All right. We've got a.
What about in the 10,000 range, Ken? What can we get?
There's no need to shout, George.
Sorry, I'm getting excited.
Here we go. We have a used 2008 Honda Civic.
It's an EXL. That's top of the line.
It's an EXL.
I owned one.
You did.
Yeah.
145,000 miles. Again, for a Honda, not a big deal. $9,999. So that's just below the threshold.
Is it going to impress anyone?
No.
Will it get you from A to B with very little repairs and maintenance costs? Yes.
No. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So again, that's just one example. I get very excited about this because I'm in the market right now for a teenager, and I'm looking at this stuff all the time. By the way, I should point out, Facebook Marketplace, great place to find good deals.
And you can negotiate over there.
Yeah,
it's not a dealership.
Now you're dealing with a private seller. And you show up with cash. Dave Ramsey taught me that many years ago. I mean, literally show up and go, this is what I'm paying right now.
If it's
and you count it out. Lay it on the hood of the car.
And do it somewhere public, by the way, if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Don't put yourself in a precarious situation. Bring a friend with you.
By the way, grocery store parking lots, great place to do that.
Banks, police, you can go to all these places. Yeah, it's great.
Meet me at the police station.
The police station is where the deals happen, my friend.
Oh, wow. You really are scared, young. You are really scared. I'm telling you.
Well, anyways, I don't know what it's like in New Mexico. I can't imagine it's much, much different.
It's not.
So, yes, if you want to buy an insane used car, Yeah, it might be a few thousand less than
Oh,
new.
look at this, George. I got to throw one more in here. Used 2015 Honda Civic,
There we go.
106,000 miles. They're asking 11.9.
There you go.
So don't tell me it can't be done.
So it can be done, absolutely. And we don't tell people to go out and buy a new car until they have a net worth of $1 million or more. And that's for one simple reason. It's just too much of your world to spend that kind of money on a depreciating asset.
Yeah.
So there you go, William. Hope that helps.
Good.